Hey there, English speakers. Jesse here. And here for another Wednesday live class. Probably should figure out a better way to, or a smoother way to adjust. Anyway, so welcome. It is Wednesday, September 7th, 2016, and you're here for another Wednesday live class. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How was your week? Did you have a good week? Good. I had a good week. This week was good. It was very nice. Had a relaxing weekend. I had a relaxing weekend, or you know, say sometimes we drop the I. Had a relaxing weekend. Had a relaxing weekend. First, before we get to a story, I owe you an apology. I said last Wednesday on Wednesday's class, I told you that I had a video coming up for Friday. And I thought I would have it done, but I did not have it done to be posted. But I did tell you I would have a video lesson on Friday. And when you say something, it's very important to me to do it. When you say you're going to do something, you do it. And I didn't have the video ready. It was still in editing. There's a lot of work goes into editing, especially now as I'm just learning and just beginning to edit and do the videos. Not just beginning, but it's a process. Anyway, it took a lot longer than I thought, and I had more work during my week, so I was very busy. And long story short, there's an expression, long story short, when you have something to say, there's a lot to say. You don't want to say everything, so you can sum it up, explain a little bit, and then you get to the point. Long story short, I didn't have my video done by Wednesday, except I told you I would have it done. So I wrestled. I said I would have it done. I have to do it, but it's not finished. So I thought I will just do a live class on Wednesday to give you a video that I promised I would do. So I did the video, and you probably have seen it, but you probably did not hear it because there was a mistake. Some idiot in production forgot to test the sound. I'm the idiot. I'm the idiot in production that forgot to test the sound and make sure that you could hear me. So you had a silent video. So you could practice your lip reading. Lip reading is when you let me turn off my mic. Without hearing me. Understanding what I say without hearing me, just seeing my mouth. Lip reading. Long story short, lip reading, we're on fire today. You already learned 2 expressions. Maybe you already knew them. So today, I'm going to tell you a story about a movie that I saw over the weekend. It's called Babadook. Do you like scary movies? Babadook was a scary movie. I don't really like scary movies because, quite frankly, normally I find them silly and they're not scary. I like watching them for the production quality, the video shooting, because they shoot the scenes in a way to create anxiety in us by visual, by sound, giving slight angles, certain angles and certain frequencies and wavelengths in the sound create our heart to start beating faster. But I don't really believe in spirits, and a lot of scary movies are about that. And if the enemy is a person, normally people are just running into open woods in the dark and they don't have very smart defenses. So I can't escape from reality that much. But Babadook was a little scary because it was about how our mind works. And but it had those angles, it had the sounds, it had a good story, it was believable. Because again, like I said, it played around with your mind and it did mind tricks. But it was very scary. Then we watched it at night. Afterwards, we went directly to bed. And by the way, let me give you a short summary. Babadook is about a spirit world that, or something in the spirit world that is haunting. Haunting is when a ghost comes into a house. It's a haunted house. Into a car, a haunted car. Into a computer, a haunted computer. When a ghost comes into something, it's haunted. So a ghost or a spirit, a demon, something was haunting this mother and her son. And strange things would happen in the house, strange things would happen in their minds. And I don't want to say much more because if you watch it, I want you to enjoy it to the fullest. But we went to bed. When you're watching it, have this in mind. My wife and I went to bed. And when we were there, we laid down and our hearts were still beating. Our hearts were still beating from the movie. And then suddenly, our door slammed shut. It slammed shut. And we both look at each other. Like, that was weird. And then I don't believe, my logic side of my brain and my emotions are in a battle. It can't be real, it's only a movie. But did you see that damn door shut? So I get up, go out in the hallway, and turn the light on, check, make sure nothing's out there, make sure Babadook isn't here. So I go to the kitchen. I shut the door before I went to bed, but the kitchen door was open. That was scary thing number 2. I went out to the living room and turned on the light. One of our light bulbs is the thing that the light in the lamp. The light bulb is dying. So when you turn on the lamp, it makes this sound before it goes on. And so that was a little scary too. Not scary, a little freaky. You can use the word freaky when you're not scared, but you're freaked out. So turn off the light, go back to bed, close the door back a little bit. Then we were lying in bed again, talking about what a coincidence that was, that all of that happened on the night that we watched this scary movie. Just as we're thinking about that, our door swings open this time. And I jump out of bed. Well, I go to jump out of bed. My wife grabs my arm, and we hear meow. And our cat comes into the bedroom. She knows just how to play those tricks. But anyway, that was good. Babadook. Babadook. Let me write that in between here, in between our lesson here. Babadook. Good movie, scary movie. and a fun movie overall. Let me erase this. At the beginning of each lesson, I'd like to share with you we're going to do a phrase of the week, an expression of the week, a phrase where I'll give you a phrase, an idiom, an expression, something that you can practice and use during the week. A phrase of the week. Today's phrase of the week is a handful of something. A handful of something. Have you heard this expression before? Have you used it? I'll give you a hint. I'll use it in a sentence. This song is so hard. Let's imagine we're listening to Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix. Good song, right? Right. But we're listening to Voodoo Child, and I say to you, man, this song is so hard to play on the guitar. Only a handful of people could play it well. Only a handful of people could play it well. This song is so hard, only a handful of people could play it well. Only a handful of something means not many of something. It's a countable, normally it's followed by countable things. So you wouldn't say a handful of water, for example. If there are only a handful of people, a handful of something that does something, a handful of something that happens, it means not many of something. There's only a handful of people that could play this song well, means it's really hard to play, and not many people can do it well. Normally, before a handful of, put only a handful of, and that'll give you emphasis that it is not many.